Welcome to Tidbit Talkin. Have some ideas about a fictional thing, each one featuring different levels of seriousness. Spoilers, here we go. Science is of course very important in the Mega Man universe. What with its very serious pretty much just being a chronicling of how super fighting robots benefit and or destroy society. That's not all there is to this realm, however, as there's a fair bit of supernatural whatnot as well, especially with Ace's mysterious deep space originating evil energy and the apparent existence of certain Street Fighters and their key techniques. Despite this stuff's seemingly ethereal structure, it's fair to say nothing's truly magical though, since each deal presented has been able to be harnessed by humanity through contraption tinkering, like with EXE's Hadouken. Also, everything seems to follow normal physics, even though it's all crap that's almost definitely not going to happen in real life. As even with craziness like teleportation hoopla for all, or Astro Man's weapon, things like massive energy crises still occur. Despite these limitations, the control over basically all of this reality is pretty much unfathomably impressive compared to what's actually possible, which is especially true with how the afterlife is depicted here. See, not only can beings such as robots be given souls somehow, ones that don't just grant individuality but also seem to persist after a body junk's eradicated, they also get resurrected and are reincarnated repeatedly, crazily enough. That of course being best exemplified by the apparent programmed Afterlife being able to not only learn new info, but also detach from his pod and repair acts. Not to mention Wily seemingly becoming Surges, Isaac, and randomly bumping into Sigma at a convenience store or something to tell him all about Zero's mysterious creation. Plus there's the whole biometal malarkey ZX has going on, and humanity's entirety just being flat out replaced by carbons later with pretty much no difference. It appears as if somehow, knowledge of supposedly mystical stuff like that previously mentioned cosmic crap and discovering how to manipulate it was all society needed for figuring out that regaining complete control after passing on could be achieved, among other more or less miraculous things, like effortlessly granting their metal children souls of their own that could exist forever. Basically, all the main machine makers got so good at constructing tech that eventually they started casually installing spirits into everything without even caring how metaphysics were being both proven and shaped. This nonchalant necromancy also allowed them to casually waltz into crossing over to help the living repeatedly with pretty much no special training. Guess just realizing bodies aren't necessary for continued consciousness was enough to make it as simple as breathing. Anywho, like everything else in this wacky war-wrecked world, ghosts don't get to just pop in forever though. There are limits and they can be burned out, much like those fuel resources brought up earlier. That of course is best shown by powerful pacifists post-perishing in MZ3's ending, and Digital Daddy not showing up after the second saga period. So to summarize, nothing is actually mega magical up in here because even eternal energy entities will eventually get too tired to take a walk down the street. On the bright side though, X isn't really gone when he fades, he's just stuck, as is his father and crazy uncle. Endings are a pain, but all of you are fantastic. See ya.